So they made a second plant in Ukraine because you cannot import from Russia. You can only import from Ukraine. So they made a separate plant in Ukraine in order to be able to get them into other countries, because a lot of countries don't let you get it from Russia.
It's all tire.
It's all tire.
It's all tire.
It is all. It is. We took it to the mud bog yesterday. Hey, Kel, man, a blast.
You never got stuff, did you?
Oh no. Well, it was a mud race event, so we didn't get to get in the event, but we played in a bunch of mud. They had it around there. Kids played all in it. We took mega players. Oh yeah, everybody had a blast with it.
That's cool. Sure.
Well, it's going to Busco in June for the Colt Ford concert.
Yeah.
So Mega Polaris, the Sherp, Sinister's not allowed to go because it's not allowed to have trucks. But we are going to either Georgia, Florida, Oklahoma, and Texas have the big boy events. So we're going to take Sinister, Mega Polaris, and that down to this summer. We're putting Sinister in the mud and Mega in the mud. I can't remember the name of the events, but Trucks Gone Wild.
What cities are in?
I don't. If you look on their pages, there's South Carolina, Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma, Florida are the 5 big events that Trucks Gone Wilds does, and I don't know the specific counties in each one of them, but that's where the big boys come out from all over the country, and I mean make my stuff look small.
Right.
And when we pull up, we'll just be another truck there. Here in Virginia, we're the oddball. Down there, we're just another truck.
Just another truck, yeah. This one's gonna be really cool how I lay it all out though. That's going to be the biggest challenge, is getting the graphics to, because I'm going to do the graphics on top, but they're all going to go down into the side.
Yeah.
You said this was 1 pound of pressure in here?
That right now is sitting at about 1.5, a little less than 1.5 psi.
What did he say? Jeez.
Each one of these is a fuel cell in the rim. These are all fuel cells. That's a 17-gallon drum, 17. So you can put diesel, gas, or fresh water.
Goes in here.
Yeah, with these little caps. Or you can put fresh water in if you're going on excursions and stuff. Each one is 17 gallons of tank. Now, they don't tie to the vehicle. The vehicle has its own tank.
So you can.
So if you're going in, so they use them in like Antarctica, and they'll put like one will be fresh water, one will be gasoline for like generators, 2 will be diesel for the machine. So if you fill up all 5 tanks, it'll go 3,000 miles. It'll drive from Virginia to California.
The motors aren't much in these things.
44 horsepower Kubota.
Yeah, that's what I heard, the Kubota motor. Yep. Yeah. It's all gonna have like gears and like tank. Pretty much making it look like we can see what kind of gears and cool motor parts are like rotating it. You know what I mean? So,
internally,
yeah. So it'll be kind of like shred it back. For him, we normally do blue stuff, but this time we're doing like probably gray silvers. You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Full send.
I'm gonna get on and take measurements and flatten this thing out.
Because another thing, I don't know if you realize in the pictures, like these triangles here. Like it's all the different planes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you figured that, if you realized.
I haven't. Yeah.
Now
well,
we can't wrap this, or we can't.
We can.
Because they told me from here, like these fenders got like that texture. So they said 90% of the time they do from fenders up with the wrap. All this is normally wrapped.
Yeah.
But they said a lot of guys try to stay off of this material because of the texture.
It's one of those things that like it's either gonna last or it's gonna long.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I did a tow truck that was dug on 5-6 years ago. It's still running.
Well, they ain't going yet.
But you know, it's one of those things.
I decided not to cut the windows in.
Yeah.
Because I really felt like it was going to screw the wrap up. Now he also said that they highly recommend. I think the orange is low, right?
The orange is low, yeah.
Is that right?
We'll feather that
They
out.
said that they normally tell guys that are wrapping them to put any color wrap in the orange to build it flat before they wrap it. That makes sense to you?
Yeah, I'd feather it out. I mean, it depends on what you want it to look like underneath of it.
Well, we want to be able to peel it off afterwards.
And then sell it the way it is.
Well, no, I don't think I'm ever selling. But yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
just in case we ever wanted to go back to this, we'd rather not. When you say feather, you talking about sanding? I'd rather not if we don't have to.
I mean,
But you're, I mean, it's up to you. You're the guy.
It's easier for me not to. But,
Yeah, if he
but
said
we
that
could
they tell
definitely-
people to put up, does that make sense? You ever done?
Yeah, we could definitely put something in there.
Fill vinyl in it?
You're still going to end up with a little bit of a line.
Feel it.
You know what I mean? But it won't be bad. It's going to be busy enough because we're talking about keeping most of it gray, silver.
No, but they take these things in like Antarctica in the bush for Canadian bush and Antarctica
Right.
for months at a time. They just get in this thing and go and there's no, you know, they live in them. It's crazy.
I can see you can probably, does it turn into a bed back here too?
So what they, look at this crazy stuff. So you take these and you tie these up to here and you create a platform right there for a bed, right? So that's one man sleeping, that's one man sleeping, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, good.
Or you put it like this and tie them up even tighter, and then you got a backrest where you sit on your coolers.
Right.
And he said some people, when they're really going in the bush, they'll put a piece of plywood across the whole thing, and several guys will sleep up here and then storage underneath.
Climb in there and get me as many pictures of that chain and gear as possible. I'm gonna try to use it. Like, see if you can get me like above shot if you can, because I might use that on top.
Yeah, that'd be killer.
You know what I mean? And then that way, actual part of the
Yeah.
machine is in it.
And when you park it, we can dump it down if it's easier for y'all to work on it like this, or we can leave it inflated. Right now, it just makes it nice.
So
and
you
easy.
did deflate it.
Yeah, deflated. She's sitting low right now. She's sitting on beadlocks.
That's so crazy. So the exhaust fills up the tires.
When I start it up, I turn a valve and the exhaust from the motor. So I have a choice on the switch inside to send the exhaust out the exhaust port or send it into my tires.
Right.
So all four tires are always equal because they're filled by the same point.
What was this?
It's like an intake, so that's my radiator. My radiator in there. And then on the other side is these. Yeah, so that's my radiator. The fill
I mean,
points.
it's a lot better put together than I thought it was going to.
That's no more interesting than my damn person.
I know. It's something you'll never see
I tell you, that
again.
motherfucker goes, I seen one on TV.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I saw it on the Outdoor Channel not
Yep.
too long ago.
Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty wild.
The swamp with that joint down in Florida.
Yep.
Look at that joint, man.
It's pretty neat.
We're gonna get that back on.
It's gonna look different. It'll look completely different by the end of the week.
Right?
So, and I sent you a picture the other day with this beside Sinister and Mega on the trailers.
Yeah, they don't.
So I kind of wanted to feel like this being orange just stands out against everything I got.
Because you were talking about not doing too much blue on this, but I was thinking about maybe doing like the pinstriping in blue. So like do everything silver, and then I was actually thinking about doing all the basic places where you don't see the gears in, metal plates. So like plates of metal.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That way everything is like kind of like a silver based, and it'll be more metal plated, like it was all bolted together.
I'm good with that. And I'm okay now with more blue now that I saw it on the, I want it to feel like it's part of the Sinister Six and Mega
Yeah.
Players family.
Yeah.
But I liked it. So I didn't want to just do the normal Sinister Six wrap. I wanted to do that crazy stuff you're talking about, but I do want to use the black, blue, and silver tones of you know, our normal Sinister Six stuff.
So,
I want it to look like it's part of the family with the other vehicles.
Then why don't we?
There'll be no doubt when we
let's
pull
keep
up they're all
everything
together.
kind of black in the front, since we have black here, and then blend it back and do like a blue fade in the rear. So we have like blue fading out, and then it can kind of be tearing. Like, let's do the blue like it was paint, and it was chipped back from the aluminum plate, and then the aluminum plate was busted open, and then you can see the tank drive inside of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
I'm
that's the way to
excited.
do it. And that way, because we can't really put much up here
No.
as far as color goes.
Right, right.
But like from like here back, we can get blue, and then blue on the rear. You know what I mean? And that way, we're still in the Sinister family.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Definitely want it when it goes out that there's no doubt it's with the two.
It's
When I
yours,
bring
yeah.
all together, I wanted everybody to know those three are together.
Okay.
So we do want that same color family. But this, obviously, the more gearing and mechanicals, which we don't have in the other wraps, we want in this wrap. Because everybody, when they see it, try to figure out what it is. So if we had that gearing in there and the mechanicals, do you have anybody that can tint this while it's here?
100%. Yeah.
We can tint all the glass. I'm thinking 35 because I want to be. I almost said 20. I want to be able to see out of it, and when we're at events, but I also want it to be somewhat dark. What do you think? 20?
I'm very probably 20s. 20 might be too dark. I don't know. That's the one thing I really.
Right. I still want it feasible to use, And that's why we didn't let the stereo guy go crazy with it.
Do like mirror sheen on it.
Yeah, you can do like a mirror, like a metallic reflective, so people can't see in, but you can see out. Perfect.
Have you seen the blue mirror? Here, come here, look at next car. Real quick.
Yeah, it looks crazy.
Had not thought about that.
And yeah, I mean, and in that way, nobody sees you inside of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We got hurt your foot?
I broke it in July, man. Yeah, I got bars and screws and everything.
What?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't work for like 3 months, 4 months.
Damn.
Yeah. Do something like that.
So what? How much tint is that? Or that's just all reflect? You can't see nothing.
You can't.
It's 100% reflective.
On the outside.
I'll grab Nick's keys for
Hey
you.
Nick,
You can see out of it?
can you open up your car so we can see out the back window?
Oh yeah, you can see out of it.
You can pop your head in there. He's got
Oh,
kids.
this is the car you brought to the house. He
Well,
changed the color.
That was my old one. This is a different one.
He's got a fetish for these things. He just buys new ones all the time.
So we can see out.
Yeah.
Now, is there multiple colors to choose from in this reflective?
yeah.
We got red.
There's red over there.
There's that blue. He doesn't have like different shades of blue. It would be that color blue. You know what I mean? But it's different. It's
You
neat.
can order though. He has gold, purple.
Yeah, but we're gonna go blue. We're gonna try to match up.
We want to try to know that when Mega Polaris and Sinister go out with this, we want everybody to know that they're together. So we want to stay with that same color family. We definitely want to do some kind of tinting on the windows, but make it still where at nighttime we're riding around. It's already hard enough to see out of the machine as it is. So I don't want to make it harder on myself.
But I mean,
but
you
we need to
can-
make it where it's not
I
so
can have
clear.
him come over and do one panel if you want.
So can we
Yeah.
just, once we get the wrap on, but we really need to see the wrap first before we pick, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So let's get the wrap done and then we'll figure out what
That's what I'm
looks
saying.
right.
Like at the end of the week, I can have him come in, and then he can bring blue, and he can bring, you know, a 30% and 20%, really, whatever you want.
Standard 5-speed, like, I mean, that's nothing special. But what's different is these. So if this controls left tires, this controls right tires, but if you pull back like this, you're actually engaging dragster clutches. You'll hear them rattle. So that's dragster clutches where you're putting those tires in neutral. And that's dragster clutches where you're putting those tires in neutral. Pull back farther, now you're
wanna
in
see this
hydraulic
thing on
brakes.
plate.
So now you're braking this side, not neutraling this side. And you're braking this side, not neutral that side. You never want to be coming off these clutches at the same time you're coming off this clutches. They say it's really hard on the vehicle, especially on asphalt. So you want to get it moving and then play with your clutches. And they also said what I just did right there, never did. They said you never want to have twin handling because it'll throw you. So you want to just learn to drive it like that. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. And then so this yellow valve, this dump valve right here, when it's sideways like that, if I hit this button, I'm now redirecting the exhaust into my tires. And that number right there, and this is the same. It's not pressure, it's inches of mercury. And it's less than
You excited, Brian?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be completely different. It's gonna be easy to wrap. My part's gonna be the hardest. Yeah.
Designing it?
And what's counterintuitive is if you want to grab the brake pedal, there's no brake pedal. So you forget that your brakes are right here. Pull back both and you engage all brakes. It'll stop at the end, but I was braking on all the trails the first time. I was trying to grab a brake and it was a gas pedal, the thing's revving up and everything was rolling backwards. I forgot to brake my thing.
It's nuts.
You don't see shit like this every day.
Do you want it dumped down or you want it sit up?
Yeah.
That way, anytime you want to dump it, you don't have to touch none of it. Just turn that valve and you release all the exhaust out of the tire. And then
The exhaust and the tires
now
is
for the
such
lights,
a
if you
cool
want
idea.
Mind blowing.
front lights.
I think that and then the fuel reserve in the wheel well.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
I know when I did the key up here, somebody accidentally bumped it, but other than that, nothing else here. Emergency fuel shut off. This links batteries together. I mean, none of that is really part of this, but these right here are just spare, if y'all, I mean, they're just spare wires off these little switches. I'm gonna run, there's an LED light bar up there. I'm running more back there. We'll put some LED pods in the back. This is an escape hatch. So if you wanna get on top, you can get on top. Yeah.
How cool would it be to have like blue reflective stripes striping it the whole time?